This stage of 3D modeling is the last, and also one of the most crucial, as it can change the look of a scene in seconds without adding any render time. I'm talking about compositing. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use some simple nodes to add more life to your renders. To start off, I have this scene. Firstly, what you want to do is render an image. Once that is done, go back to the main window and look for the compositing tab. Now you should have something that looks like this, but if you don't see any nodes, don't worry. Just click on Use Nodes in the top left of the screen. To start off, add in a viewer node by using Shift A. Then hold Shift, right click, and drag over the line connecting the composite node, the render layers node. Then you should get another connection that you can plug into the viewer node. Now you can see what the compositor would see in the background, but if nothing appears, click on the backdrop box in the top right of the composite screen. To start off this composite, add in a brightness contrast node by using Shift A, and plug in between the renders layer node and the viewer node. Brightness level makes it so that everything in the scene is brighter, and the contrast level makes the lighter colors lighter and the darker colors darker. This can be useful if you want to have something in focus with your scene. Just be careful with this node, as it's very easy to fry your image, which we don't want. I went for 1 on the brightness and 1.2 on the contrast, but this is different for every render and your task in the render. Next, add in the RGB curves node after the brightness/contrast node, then a glare node in front of the brightness/contrast node. The glare nodes adds in either streaks or fog smears around the parts of your scene that have a lot of lighting. For example, the fire and the volumetrics of the light. For this node, I went for fog glow and a mix of 0.6. What the mix does is it combines the glare scene and the original scene. Having a higher mix means that more of the glare is shown, and usually the scene is darker. But a lower mix, like negative 0.6, will have more of the original scene than the glare scene. Now for the RGB curves node. What this node does is lets you control the colors. So if you want more of the scene to be light, add in a point at the entrance of the node and bring it up. If you want to have more of a contrast, add in 2 points near the middle and bring the first one down a bit and the second one up a bit. This node is also really easy to fry your image, so go easy on this node as it can ruin how it looks. But since this is all done in post-processing, it's very easy to revert your changes so it's not permanently damaged. After playing around with it for a while, I went for 2 points and gave it some more of a contrast. You can also add in layers to your renders, such as a mispass, position, Z, noisy image, and a lot more. These 3 nodes can improve your scenes a lot, but there's still so many nodes to mess with, such as anti-aliasing, blur, and camera distortion. Another node that is really helpful is the color balance node. I used it to give more green to the plants and green areas, while giving more red and pink to the non-green parts of the scene. You can also hide nodes by simply pressing H while selecting a node, and then press H again to unhide it. And there you have it, a couple of simple nodes that make the scene go from this to this. Compositing has so much more than this video can say, so just mess around with it and have fun. Thanks for watching this video on compositing.